Kit, my man, how you feeling, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you enjoying Moneyball?
It's been a good experience, our team started off a little rough, but, we shot to go for a 3-game winning streak today, so we'll see if we can make it happen.
Okay, I keep hearing out of everybody on the team, judging by these practices you're having right now, you may have made the most progress in the offseason. What's happening? What's going on?
I've just been hitting the weights hard and working on my game a lot with Chris Fowler, the guy who works us out and stuff, GA. So I've just been trying to put in a lot of time, going back to school early before people even had to show up, and then also, just kind of watching basketball like of last year, just like different games, just kind of like trying to learn just different things in the game that sometimes you don't really pick up.
I heard you've learned to fall in love with film this offseason. What's that all about?
Just kind of just like watching stuff, on your own time. We have huddle, so it makes it super easy to watch practice. So just really easy for us.
Let's talk about the banging, because I don't think a lot of people realize you and X and Julius. I mean, there's a lot of Marcus. I know I'm leaving somebody out, but there's a lot of bigs on this team.
Yep.
That makes practice awful fun because it's pretty competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a solid group. We have almost 8 guys that can play a big position, really. So, it just kind of makes it nice to go against guys that are different sizes, have different strengths. Also maybe get a little breather sometimes too in practice when you're winded.
Last year when you got to get in there, one of the things that Izzo really loved about you was you just went balls to the wall, and when you hit empty, they took somebody in for you. Is that something that maybe a Julius and a Malik have to learn on their teams? They had to play the entire game, and on this one, you don't. So just go all out and don't worry, there's somebody to back you up.
Yeah, I think they'll figure that out. Maybe they don't really understand it right now, but when you're in the game, especially at such a high level, playing for a blue blood, there's no coasting in the games because you got guys that coming off the bench and do the same thing as you, sometimes even better. So you go on 100%. For as long as you can play 4, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and get 2-3 minute breaks, there's always going to be a time in the game for you to take a break. And now with TV timeouts, you can go run hard for 4 minutes, then you sit for 4 minutes basically. I
got to ask you this question because I told you, we didn't interview about it, but I talked to you about it privately. Last year at football games, you had a ball.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people forget, you guys are 18 to 22-year-old kids.
Yeah.
How excited are you for football season? Because I know you love game day, the tailgates, you love being out. I mean, how much do you love it? Because last year it was hilarious. You were like a fan because it isn't your sport. How much do you love the football games, the home pomp and circumstance?
I'm just, to start, I'm a huge Detroit Lions guy. You talk to anybody. I can name everybody on the roster, it's top to bottom. I can name depth charts and stuff like that. Also up here at Michigan State, I got some pretty close friends on the football team,
Aren't you close to Rocky Lombardi?
Yeah, Rocky, Cody White, Tanner Hallett, those are 3 of my close guys in the team, I hang out
Aren't
with them.
they roommates?
Yeah, they're roommates. So, I like to hang out with them a lot, I find myself hanging out with them and guys on the team at the same time. So, it's just a good group of guys, and I know other guys on the team, so it's fun, see them on the field when we go to games.
You ever take Rocky on wrestling in the living room?
No. No, he lives with another former wrestler, Matt Allen. I would not take on either of those two in wrestling. It's just not my cup of tea, man. I would definitely not do that.
But do you ever try to take those guys in one-on-one?
In basketball?
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy money for me in basketball. Shut them out. 11-0.
Awesome. Thanks, Kit.
Yeah.